So sit up nice and tall and rest your hands down on your thighs. And you can keep a soft gaze or close your eyes. And start to drop down into the seat of your pelvis. So really notice how your sitting bones feel, sitting down on maybe a pillow, a block, or the earth below you. And let's wiggle around a little bit, y'all. So just kind of rock side to side. Just over towards your right sitting bone and your left sitting bone. And just feel that weight distribution there in the bowl of your pelvis. And now pause in the center, sit up nice and tall, and as you inhale, rock forward towards your pubic bone. And then rock back towards your tailbone. Just like a little tiny cat-cow through your low back. So as you inhale, you arch your spine a little. And as you exhale, you round it up. And do that one more time. And then pause in the center, sit up nice and tall, and let's start to circle through the torso. So you'll drive your heart over to the right, forward, to the left, and then back behind you. Just drawing a big old circle with your sternum. And if it feels good, maybe you even let your head, neck, and shoulders get involved. Just swirling it around like water. And then notice the direction you're heading. And pause in the center and swirl it up that other way. So maybe heart extending to the left. And then forward, right, and back. Just get into those little nooks and crannies, any little cobwebs in the corners of your body. Take one more nice and big. And then pause in the center and sit up nice and tall again. Sweep your arms out and up and take a big old breath in. As you breathe out, bring your hands to meet and drag your hands into your heart center. And now start to rub your palms back and forth. Back and forth, and generate some sound and some texture. Create a little warmth, a little heat. Add some pressure into your hands. And try to go a little faster. And then start to slow it on down, slow it on down. Really notice the texture of your palm pads and your fingertips. Plant your left hand at your heart, your right hand over top, and add some pressure into your sternum. And then take a moment here and think about what it means to you to find an element of balance. Balance in your body, balance in your mind. I've been working with an old injury, and so it's required me to move a little slower, a little more gently, and to be a little more compassionate towards myself. And so as we get moving, I encourage you to think about what it means to you to move from a place of balance and harmony. Right? So if you're feeling a little jazzed up, like you really want to get moving and move fast, maybe you dial it back and slow down a little bit. And then likewise, if you're feeling really chill and mellow and you like to move really slow, really methodically, maybe you turn up the volume and speed up just a little bit. Let's share a big old breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out with sound. Sweep your arms out and up again. And let's side bend up and over to the right. So tip your right fingertips to the earth and reach long with your left hand. And now plant your palm behind your skull. Turn your chin into your armpit and then grow the side of your waist as you hug your bicep to your cheek. And from here, can you spiral your chest up towards the sun a little bit more? Come on back to center. Reach both hands up, take an inhale, and exhale, side bend left. Plug down through your right sitting bone as you reach long through your fingers. Palm to the base of your skull. Elbow hugs into your temple, and turn your chin towards your armpit. Spin your chest up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And breath out. Unwind, both hands high to the light. Exhale an energy of loving awareness and balance into the heart center. And let's come on into a tabletop now, y'all. So wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Fan your fingertips super wide. And let's start to swirl it up. So you'll draw some big old circles with your tailbone, with the crown of your head. Let your shoulders wiggle around. Maybe you close your eyes. And as you swirl around through your spine, can you press the tops of your feet into the earth a little bit more? And then pause in the center, and let's go that other way. Take 2 more and make some long, deep breaths as you move. And then pause in the center, hug your belly up and in, and send your right leg long behind you and float it up. Flex your toes, wrap your right outer hip down towards the earth and scoop your belly in. Now reach your left hand long to the front of your mat, thumb facing up like you want to shake my hand. Take a big old breath in. Breathing out, curl and tap your elbow to your knee. So you'll round through your back, actively press into the left hand. As you inhale, reach out. Here's a little change, y'all. As you exhale, you'll bend your left elbow to the left, bend your right knee, and open it to the right. So look down. You should feel your core kind of shaking a little bit. On an inhale, we'll stretch everything long. So heel back, fingertips forward. Exhale, curl, elbow to knee. And then breathe in, reach out. Breathe out, elbow to the left and knee to the right. So just showing you from the front here. Look down, belly in. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, stretch out nice and long. Exhale, curl, elbow to knee. Breathe in, reach out. Breathe out, elbow left and knee right. Now stay right here. Lower your hand back down. You'll eagle wrap your legs. So your right leg will cross up and over your left knee. Just like a little ball and glove, they'll fit together. And then turn your feet out so that they're out east and west towards the outer edges of your mat. And now let's turn the fingertips back towards the knees so that we stretch our wrists. And check out your the width of your hands here, y'all. They like to migrate in. Try to hug elbows out, wrists out in line with the shoulders. And then again, let's swirl up through the pelvis. So draw some clockwise circles with your tailbone. And as you wiggle around, can you press your back knee against your front knee and feel that sensation it creates in the outer hips? Do one more here. And then pause in the center. Keep your knees like this. Turn your fingertips back to the front of your mat. And now tuck your toes. Send your hips up and back for down dog, but you'll keep this fold of the knees. So bend your knees quite a lot, y'all, so you can hug your back knee, your left knee into your right knee. And now send your butt up and back. Press into the heels of your palms so that your belly starts to fold onto your thighs a little bit. And then relax your head. Take a breath. Inhale, look up. On an exhale, your back foot, your left foot is going to step up behind your left wrist. And then right foot will step up behind the right wrist. And now bend your knees generously and let your head relax. Place 2 fists between the arches of your feet. So you want your feet snuggled up against your fists there. And then you can let the grip go and grab for opposite elbow. So when we measure ourselves this way, this gives us the true distance of the width of our hips so that we can provide a little more stability for the body. And then with your elbows folded, just let your head hang heavy and rock side to side. Keep a nice juicy bend in your knees so that you make contact with yourself, belly and thigh connect. All right, release your grip. Let's find that halfway lift. So palms to your upper thighs. Keep a little bend in your knees and think of stretching the crown of your head forward and your tail back behind you. Now, can you spiral your inner thighs in like you're pressing them to the back of the room? Take a breath in. Breathing out, fold. Release your hands, relax your head. 2 more like that, y'all. Inhale, it's a halfway lift. Exhale, you'll fold down and relax. 1 more, breathing in and breathing out. Now inhale, halfway lift again. This time look out in front of you. Think butt back, heart forward. Really stick your chest to the front of the space. And then back bend your way to rise. So you come up with a nice long back. Sweep your arms out and up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, right? What do you want to draw into your practice, into your body, and carry with you for the rest of your day? Let's circle it up again, y'all. Arms go wide. Take a breath in. On an exhale, bend your knees, lead with the heart, and down you go to fold. Take that halfway lift again. Palms to thighs, long back. Exhale, fold. Now plant your palms. Send your right leg way back behind you. And then downward loving dog, hips go high. Bend your knees just a little so you can really get your butt bones further up and back. Press your belly towards your thighs and relax your head and your neck. Now let's breathe together, y'all. Take a big old inhale. Fill up, fill up, fill up. And then flutter your lips as you exhale. So not only is that super fun, but it helps to down regulate your nervous system just by fluttering the lips with sound. As you inhale, you'll look forward. Exhale, find a high plank pose. So lower your hips in line with your shoulders there. Stack your heels over the balls of your feet. And then from here, let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, lower your knees to the ground. And then check it out, y'all. You'll press the tops of your feet into the earth. And then stick your butt out. So think cow pose. My belly's going down as my tailbone lifts. Bring your weight forward. Keep the hip bones away from the ground as you lower your chest and your chin. And now slide your shoulders away from your ears. So this is called Ashtanga Namaskar. Really squeeze your tailbone up to the base of your skull to work your low back. And then send your belly to the ground and lift your heart just a little bit for a cobra pose. Can you float your hands and slide your elbows down away from your shoulders? Take a big old breath. And now press your palms down. Come on up. Let's find a child's pose. So hips to heels, arms go long, and we rest the forehead on the ground. All right, folks, let's come on out, tabletop. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Left leg will sweep back and up. Flex your toes and then wrap your left hip down. So the leg doesn't need to be super high, so we avoid dumping into the low back, right? So scoop the navel in. And then sweep your right arm long to the front of your space. Take a breath in. Breathe out and curl elbow to knee. So use that strong belly you have to draw it in. Inhale, reach out. All right, y'all, here's that little funky transition. So exhale, elbow goes to the right, and then my knee is gonna bend and go to the left. So look down so your neck is long. Press power into your bottom hand, your bottom shin. On an inhale, you'll reach out, and then exhale, curl elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch it on out. Exhale, elbow right and knee left. Pull your belly center up and in. It'll really help you. 1 more like that, y'all. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, elbow right, knee left. This is where we keep the knee there. Lower the hand down And here's that eagle wrap of the legs again. So try to squeeze your left knee up, up, and over your right. And then really snuggle your back knee against your front knee. Send your feet out, east and west. Let's turn the fingertips back towards the knees again. And then swirl up through the bowl of your pelvis. This time try to go counterclockwise. And if you can, y'all, try to just localize it to the pelvis and the low back. It might feel a little funky, but it's important to move into shapes that we don't usually do, right? So our bodies are so smart, and when we always habitually do certain things, we get really good at those things, right? But then other adhesions develop in other parts of the body. So just be kind with yourself if you feel weird. If you're not sure if you're doing it right, it's all good. And then pause in the center, and let's turn the fingertips to the front of the mat again. Okay, here's that little cross knee down dog. So tuck your toes, send your booty up and back, relax your head, relax your neck. And can you really bend the knees? Send your tailbone up a little higher. Take a breath. All right, now inhale, look up. Exhale, your back foot, so that's your right foot, is gonna step behind the right wrist. And then left foot steps up as well. Here's that forward fold. And check out the distance of your feet, right? Can you bring them hips width distance? So maybe you measure them out again with your fists. Relax your head. Grab for elbows. Rock your weight forward toward your toes a little bit so that we're balanced, right? We're not too far in the heels, not too far forward, but right in the center. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. So palms to upper thighs. Look out in front of you. Lift your heart. On an exhale, you'll fold back down. So I'm not really folding all the way because it doesn't feel good for my body today. Meet me back in a halfway lift. And then you'll lift your chest, look out in front of you. Sweep your arms out and up, take an inhale. Exhale, some nourishing balance into the heart as the hands find the chest. All right, friends, inhale, circle it up. Exhale, bend your knees and let's fold. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms and left leg is gonna go back. Downward loving dog again, hips high. Take that little bend in your knees. Relax your head. Rise up, look forward. High plank pose. Headed towards that Ashtanga Namaskar again, friends. So lower your knees. Stick your butt out. Think Instagram booty. Send your heart forward. Lower your chest and your chin to the ground. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Flip to the tops of your toes. Lower your belly. Let's find cobra again. So lift your heart. Float your hands. Press your feet into the earth, and can you lift a little bit more? All right, press into your hands. Let's come into a down dog this time. So tuck your toes and lift your hips. All right, as you inhale, look up. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. So you can step, maybe a hop, or tiny little baby steps like me. And then find your halfway lift again. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Look out in front of you and then up you go again. Sweep your arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, so changing it up a little. As you inhale, you'll sweep your arms up. Bring your palms to meet. And then your thumbs will find the nape of your neck or the back of your head. So just like this. You'll press your palms together, hug your elbows in, and then can you lift your elbows up towards the ceiling and take a little baby back bend. Send your hips forward and think of drawing your pubic bone up. So belly button up so that we lengthen the low back and find the back bend from the sternum. Take an inhale. On an exhale, bend your knees, fold. Maybe you keep your hands here if it feels okay in your body. Then you can release, let your head relax. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Fold and breathe out. Plant your palms, right leg goes back. Downward facing dog, hips high. High plank pose. Lower your knees. Little different here, y'all. We'll find chaturanga this time. So hug your elbows in towards your ribs. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. So stop halfway. Really hug elbows in. Take a full breath in. Breath out. And then upward facing dog. So shoulders go up and back. Try to press into the tops of your feet to lift your knees up and send your heart forward, forward, forward. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, downward facing dog. Take a little bend in your knees. Let your head relax. And then on an inhale, sweep your right heel high. Bend your right knee, stack your hips open. And let's draw some huge circles with the knee. So take it all the way down, up. Go one direction and then the other. Wrap your right nipple down towards the earth as you swirl up through your knee, through your hip. And now let's all straighten the right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, right foot, right thumb, step up. Lower your back knee to the earth. Flip to the top of your back foot. And then sweep your hands to the sky. Okay. Now, press into your front heel a little bit and think of drawing your tailbone down towards the earth so that the low belly scoops up and we protect our low back. Take an inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. So left hand will go forward, right hand will go back. Back hand will plant to your tailbone, so send the heel of your palm right into your tail. And then circle your left arm up. Can you spiral your left armpit towards your right knee? Take a breath. On your next exhale, cartwheel your hands down to surround your right foot. Okay, now try to plug your right knee in towards your right armpit. Keep this connection. Okay, so keep connection of right knee and armpit as you flex your front toes and lift them up. And now keep that knee and armpit glued together as you start to straighten your leg a little bit, right? It doesn't need to lock out. Keep it bent so that we can keep the heart lifted. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Wrap your right hip back and your left hip slightly forward. And take a breath. All right, friends, so we're gonna add a little balance in here. So as you inhale, you'll bend your front knee, pick up your back knee. So tuck your back toe and bring your hands way forward and you'll tent up onto your fingertips. So think a triangle shape between both hands and my right toe, okay? Now shift forward, perch pose. Your left heel will squeeze towards your butt and then bring your knees together to touch. Bend your standing leg a lot so that your belly and thigh connect. And now think upward facing dog. So can you lift your chest, look out in front of you, and slide your shoulders away from your ears. Now from here, tighten your belly. We'll rise all the way up. So come to stand, sweep your arms up and your left knee up. Take a big breath in. Breathing out, open twist to the left. So right hand goes forward, left hand goes back. Let's plant the back hand on the tailbone, front hand outside your front knee, and then think, I'm gonna widen my knee into my hand so that I lift the chest and find more stability in the legs. Maybe you look back over that left shoulder. Take one more breath. All right, stand on up, one-legged mountain. Stamp your foot into the earth, chair pose. So bend your knees and send your butt back. Hug your belly up and in. And then check it out, right? Can you be balanced? So you're not too far back in the heels, not too far forward, but right there in the middle. Take a breath in. Breathing out, open twist to the right. So send your left hand forward and your right hand back. Back hand will touch the tailbone again. Front hand will press to the outside of your right knee. And then from here, lift the sternum, lift the chest, press into your front knee as you spin around yourself. And look down, notice your left knee, right? If it's creeping way forward, can you guide it back a little bit? Take a big breath in. Twist more as you breathe out. All right, up you go. Sweep your hands to the sky. Palms meet. And let's bring the thumbs to the back of the skull again. Hug your elbows in. And then you lift up. Take that little baby back bend. On an exhale, we'll fold, bend your knees, lead with the chest. And then relax into your fold. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Fold and breathe out. Plant your palms, right leg goes back. Downward facing dog, hips go high. High plank pose, lower your hips. Let's find that chaturanga again, y'all. Maybe you try it with the knees up. Hug your elbows in as you bend them to 90 degrees. Flip to the tops of your toes, upward facing dog. Down dog, bend your knees and take a full breath. Socks are coming off, I'm getting toasty. Take a full breath in and breath out. All right, friends, inhale, send your left heel up. Bend your left knee, stack your hips open, and let's find those big old circles with the left knee. Take it all the way down and around, one way and then the other. Relax your neck as you move. Now let's straighten the left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, left foot, left thumb. Step it up. And now lower your back knee to the earth. Sweep your hands up. And then check it out, right? If you're really extended and the ribs are open, can you back out of the stretch a little? Hug your belly up and in. Take a breath in. Exhale, let's open twist to the left. So right hand forward, left hand back. Back hand to tailbone, front arm is gonna lift up. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you'll cartwheel your hands down. Try to plug your left knee in towards your armpit. I'll turn this way so you can see. Left knee into armpit. And now flex your front toes. Keep the knee and armpit connected as you straighten the front leg a little bit. This allows us to keep a lift in the heart and lengthen the low back. So often we round our low back in this shape, and then all we're really doing is stretching the low back and not so much the hamstrings. Take a breath. All right, friends, here's that balance challenge. So now we bend the front knee, pick up your back knee, create that little triangle with your hands and your left foot. So send your fingertips way out in front of you. Then glide forward, right heel squeezes to your glutes, and the knees will come together to touch. So you can squeeze your inner thighs together. Bend your standing leg, look forward. Up you go. One-legged mountain, fingertips and right knee will lift up. Exhale, open twist to the right. So left hand forward, right hand back. Back hand to tailbone, we create our little anchor. And then front hand presses to the outer knee. Take a big breath in. Twist more as you breathe out. One-legged mountain, release. Chair pose, stamp your foot into the earth and bend your knees. Find that sense of balance, right? So not too far forward or back. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. So right hand forward, left hand back. Back hand to tailbone, front hand, outer left knee. And then lift your chest. As you exhale, twist from your belly. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Draw the right thigh back. One more breath in. And breath out. All the way up you go. Take an inhale. Palms touch at the back of your head. Bend your knees, lift the sternum. And let's fold one more time. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Fold and breathe out. Lower down to a seat. So drop your hips to your heels. Come on down to a seat. Okay. Stamp your feet into the earth and bring your feet out nice and wide to the edges of your mat. And then reach forward and turn your palms up. What do you want to receive, right? What energy do you want to carry through the rest of your day? Take a breath in. As you breathe out, you'll roll all the way down to your back. And then bring your left hand on top of your heart, your right hand on your belly. Slide the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall open to the ground. Allow your body to soften. And let's just take a couple minutes of stillness. And we'll invite in some box breathing and assign a count to the breath. I'll guide you through. But first, let's just take a big old breath in. Flutter your lips and breathe out. And now breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay at the bottom empty. 3, 2, and 1. Again, breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the breath. 3, 2, 1. Let it out. 3, 2, 1. Pause, empty. 3, 2, 1. 2 more breaths this way. Retain. Exhale. Stay empty. One more, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Retain. Now let the count go. Interlace your fingers. Stretch your palms overhead to the back of the house. Send your legs out long. Flex your toes. Take a big old breath in. Stretch your body in both directions. And as you breathe out, draw your knees together, hands to your knees, and draw some little circles with your knees. Go one way and then the other. And then roll over to your side. Press your way up to a comfortable seat. Let's take one more breath together, friends. Sweep your arms out and up. Take a big old breath in. And as you breathe out, hands to heart center. And my hope for you is that you can look for ways to invite in a little more balance into your mind and into your body. I'm Tiffany. Together we bow. Namaste.